Support for People of Interest comes from a grant from McDonald's. That's right, McDonald's has grants promoting education and culture. Now who looks like an idiot for not eating a Big Mac? It's you.
For over 15 years, Rebecca Johns left the readers of Cosmopolitan magazine enthralled with her scandalous tips on how to drive a man wild and new sex positions to shake things up in the bedroom. However, Ms. Johns has created a scandal of her own recently when rival journalists at Glamour magazine have alleged that she fabricated much of her advice. From sources that didn't exist to research that was over-exaggerated to positions that were physically impossible, Ms. Johns logged a countless number of falsified articles. Ms. Johns has agreed to join us here today to defend her actions and answer her detractors. Rebecca Johns, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, a bit of a scandal.
Belongs on the cover of Cosmo, if I do say so myself.
That's an accurate...
Where scandals belong. Huh?
Very true. But they do bring up a good point, that some of your advice has been a little suspect. For instance, you recently said in one of your columns that 15 ways to drive a man wild by poking him in the belly button. Where did you research that?
Research is for scientists. I'm a cosmopologist. And I found, with the many men I've been doing, that the belly button is another erogenous zone. And like the lips, the fingertips, or, the nipples, it has many nerve endings, possibly. I didn't look inside him. That can really get his lower zone going. 15. Only 15. If anyone comes up with 16, you're a fucking liar.
Now, there were some sexual positions, and people in the audience, there will be some positions we're about to show you from Cosmo magazine. They're maybe a bit risque, so please just bear with us. Now, this first position that you recommended, people claim they're getting injured because we're losing blood because they're upside down.
It's just another form of asphyxia. I'm a writer. It's just another form of asphyxiation.
Sure, but several people claim that they had to go to the hospital after suffering blacking out and then putting their heads on the floor.
A great post-coital place to hang out.
Fair enough. Now this one. Their genitals don't seem to be lined up at all.
He is, in fact, inside of her. You can also see that her hands are lingering on the thighs, but pushing his, a little bit further backwards than normal. And if you've ever performed Kundalini yoga, understand that by doing breath of fire, you loosen that entire lower coccyx region.
And you would be able to perform this maneuver, is what you're saying.
Definitely.
Not to smirch your name. Have you? Would it be untoward to ask if you've been in this position?
It is not untoward. I work for Cosmopolitan.
Yes.
And I have, in fact, done it many times. After doing yoga, after eating burgers, after counting how many clouds there are in the sky.
Sure.
Men love me.
Okay. Well, now this one definitely left me confused. These people just seem to be touching butts. Buttocks. If you'll excuse me. What is happening here?
Just because there's no insertion doesn't mean it is not a fulfilling sexual act.
Sure. Okay.
Have you ever had, I don't know if you're comfortable answering this, but have you ever had oral sex? Have you ever seen the movie 40 Days and 40 Nights? She has an orgasm and he doesn't even touch her.
You're saying that this position is one that causes. How exactly? I mean,
The butt is a very private zone, especially in America. Maybe it wouldn't be as satisfying in France. But here, we're always clenching our butts. Really, loosen your butt right now. Try it out. You're going to feel a sexual release. In fact, there's one position where it's just you in a chair. And when you release that muscle and you do it with another human being, it's like a connection that one has never felt previously in their entire existence.
great.
Even as a baby, you would never do that as a baby.
Now, speaking of connection, this last one's really got me confused. Now, you say this is a sexual position, but these people aren't even acknowledging each other.
But do you see how they're mirroring one another? If you imagine that, like, the world, and this is a map, and you touch both ends together, your hands are touching. If the bed is the world, not this picture.
Okay, so if they're like on a globe,
On a globe, and you wrap it around a cup, wrap it around a shaft.
Sure.
Human touch is gratifying. Human nearness, also gratifying. Maps.
I think I have one final question for you. Have you ever actually had sex?
That I already told you the answer to, which was men love me, and I do it all the time. Every position I recommend, all 1,182 to the E to the 1.3.
That's quite a bit. That's a mole. Well, Rebecca Johns, I think you've answered your distractors. Thank you so much for being here.
Actual support for People of Interest is brought to you by Philly Improv Theater, Philly's home for comedy. In addition to shows every week of the year, PHIT offers classes in improv, sketch, and stand-up. For more information, visit phillyimprovtheater.com.